Greetings and salutations, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Twisted Strands. This is episode 198, and my name is Jeannie, or you can call me JD, as I'm known a lot of places. My contact information and everything is at the end of the podcast in the end credits. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I am so sorry for not having podcasted. 1 week was too busy. 1 week I was terribly sick. And yeah, I'm finally sitting down and talking to you now because I felt I had to. Not that I didn't want to, really. I was really tuned into what I was up to, with all the preparation for Christmas and all that, so the podcast kind of slid to the side, and it's gonna be a little one. I was gonna try and find the very first podcast that I recorded for you all, and I cannot find it. Sorry. I'm fine. Actually, I'm not, but that's for stuff and junk section. But anyway, really short podcast. I'm not even going to show whips because I only just started it and I had to tear myself away from that, knitting on that, because I wanted to get to wish you and your family and everything a very happy holidays, happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Yule, and all that, and thank you for sticking with me through the thick and thin podcasting schedule I've had this year, and all that, and I wish nothing but the best for you and your family, I really do. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching and interacting with me on a regular basis via my social media stuff. And now that I've got the thank yous out of the way, let me show you what I finished. Now, you've finished this thing. This is from, I forgot to put it in. But this silly little thing is from Simply Crochet, and I totally forgot to write down who designed it, but it's in the latest issue available to Americans, and it's really, I screwed it up with the placement of the beak, I think. It's kind of dorky looking, but I liked making it, and it's a cute little ornament, so I don't know if I'll be giving it away or keeping it, but anyway, it's my little chickadee, my little red bird, that I'll put the information in the notes for this episode. And yes, I promised you that I would indeed finish my stocking in time for the next podcast, and I finished it a little while ago. I embellished it a bit differently than the original pattern said. I put a little carrot button on it, and this was sewn in, the carrot button, and this little hat embellishment here I had to glue on because it wasn't a button, but I think it worked out nice. So anyway, I'm really happy to say it's done, and this is my very first. Cleo's coming up. Shh, I'll make her join us. So anyway, yes. Hello, sweetheart. You're gonna join me. Holy shit, you're heavy. Cleo wants all of your pets to have a meowy, happy, meowy Christmas. Mwah. And a purry good year. Yeah. Is that tacky enough, Cleo? She's thinking, when can I get out of this woman's arms? You're a nutcase. So anyway, yes, I changed up the decorations on the snowman a little bit. Oh, there we go. And we have cat ass in the face. Yes. Actually, Mm. I wanted to say thank you to somebody special. Hold on. Ugh. Fuck, did I put it up? I hope you didn't see too much of my ass. Sorry about that. I don't mean to ruin Christmas with my butt. But anyway. Kina, you know who you are. She actually sent me this lovely gift for Cleo and a gift for me, which is beautiful. Everybody who's seen this loves it. It's her beaded handspun, and it's just so beautiful. Thank you so much. Sorry for my ratchet fingernails. I'm working on them. Trying to get them back up to strength. But anyway, thank you so much. I love it. And Cleo loves the 2 cat toys that you included in it too. So thank you very much, Kina. I know her as Jersey for Life on Twitter. So anyway, thank you, sweetheart. It was so appreciated. I know I already thanked you, but I wanted to just say it on the podcast. So let's move on to stuff and junk, because I need to wrap things up and get myself ready for bed and stuff like that. And stuff and junk is what's been going on. Unfortunately, I've had diabetes for a year and a half, 2 years, and I ignored it. I'm an asshole to myself. I ignored the fact that I had diabetes and should take better care of myself. I ate sweets, I drank the Starbucks stuff, I had whatever I wanted to eat, whenever I wanted to eat. I mean, I didn't go crazy all the time, but I certainly didn't follow any guidelines, and it started to catch up with me this year. And finally, while talking with not a general practitioner, even with a nurse, I was talking to her, and she said, you might have high blood sugar and you might have had it for a while. You should get it checked. So pass on a day, and I got really sick last week, I think it was. So I went to my doctor anyway, and I told him what was going on, that I was worried about my blood sugar, and I told him that I had a consistent reading of over 300 for my glucose levels, and he was concerned enough to put me on medication for diabetes to help me with my blood sugar without even getting a blood test. And when we got the blood test results, my dad was not happy because I had an A1C of 10.7, my triglycerides were high, a lot of things were out of whack. My cholesterol was a bit high. I'm out of shape in the blood glucose area and everything. Very bad blood results. So I'm taking a medicine and I'm trying to behave. I don't drink sugary drinks anymore unless they're diet and stuff like that. I'm trying to stay away from carbs. I mean, not all carbs all the time. You have to have carbs to live. But yeah, so I'm trying to turn myself around, and it's kind of complicated. I have to go back to the doctor sooner than I want, get more blood tests than I want, but you know, I don't want my stash to outlive me. So I'm going to try and take care of myself. I'll keep y'all updated on it so that you can see how this is doing. How I'm doing. So far, the medicine seems to be helping me with, oddly enough, sleeping. I seem to be sleeping a bit better. Last time I checked my blood sugar, it was 200. So, still have a long way to go. Still need to watch myself. And that's it. That I'm better from the cold. I'm better from what I was talking to the other nurse practitioner about. Thank God for this lady named Carol. If she hadn't mentioned it to me, I would have never even checked my blood sugar. So, some nurse practitioners are no good people with bad manners, but the ones I've known lately have been super good, and I'm grateful for them. Anyway, that's the crap that's been happening. 1 week I had knit nights Tuesday through Friday, so I was kind of busy in a happy way. I've gotten in some wonderful old-fashioned knitting books. I got Mary Thomas's knitting book because I own Elizabeth Zimmerman's Opinionated Knitter, and she kept mentioning this freaking book, so I said, oh well, shit, I better get a copy of this if this is such hot shit. And then I got a coupon for an extra money off of modern, Amazon thing, so I bought Modern Lace Knitting by another person, which is another old book that's been reprinted. So yeah, I've been indulging in the old stuff, and it's been fun. And yeah, I did get the newest issue of Creative Knitting. I have not looked through it very well. There are some very appealing things. The one that caught my eye the most, and I don't think I would even make it or be able to make it, it's this domino shawl. It is so freaking pretty. By Edie Ekman. It's really pretty, but it might be above my grade here. Either that or I think I might run out of patience. Could be either way. But there's some odd things and some... Wow, that's pretty. I like that Spring Beauty shawl. Do they have a picture of it? Of course not. I love the edging on this shawl too. That is super pretty. And that's by Lisa Jacobs. That's super pretty. So there's a few nice things. So, oh, and I also bought the latest issue of Vogue Knitting. And wow, it is good. I feel like I would knit a few of those patterns in the latest Vogue Knitting, and it's got some good articles, so I recommend that one. Maybe that one too, the Creative Knitting too, but anyway, so I said this would be short and sweet. So I've been watching horror movies. Not as much because I've been having days off, so our eating schedule is a bit wackadoo. But yeah, I've been watching horror films. I'm still not caught up on Supernatural. I watched a buttload of that. And I did finish weaving a scarf for my Aunt Ruthie, but I already freaking wrapped it, sort of. I ran out of gift boxes. So anyway, yes, I finished a scarf for my Aunt Ruth. And yeah, that's what I've been up to, just trying to keep out of trouble. Literally, with the freaking eating. My arm, way better. Even though it wants to give me shit, it hasn't. Been playing with the cat. Been taking my dad shopping. You know, the normal stuff. Tomorrow is going to be an extraordinarily busy day. Going to Connecticut, staying there, yada yada. So, anyway. Let me send you off with my favorite parting thought. Whenever you're doing crafts, From the simple to the sublime, you are making the world a more beautiful place, and for that I thank you. Happy Christmas and happy holidays and all that happy horse shit. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next year, okay? Bye.